What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah, and today we're going to be playing some more Rangers of Shadow Deep. Now, I am still in the process of building the cliffside for Descent for the main story arc. But I did recently get the first adventure compendium. So we're going to be playing Incinerator. On the way back from the farm patrol, I was ambushed, captured, and I have woken up incarcerated. So, if you haven't hit that like button, that subscribe button, or that bell notification, consider doing those things for me because it really does help me out to be able to bring more content to all of you wonderful people. And then, let's see how this jailbreak goes in Rangers of Shadow Deep. The last few minutes of the fight were a horrible blur. You remember the shouts as a mob of cultists surged behind you. You have visions of your companions being dragged down one by one, and then everything goes dark. You awake in a dim chamber. There are rocks and rubble all around you, and the ground is composed of dry paving stones. Suddenly, in the distance, a pair of torches flame to life. They bracket a doorway which sets on a ledge at the far end of a vast chamber. There seems to be no other way out. Beneath the ledge, shadowy forms rise up from the floor. You can hear the soft click of bones as they shamble closer. Then you see them clearly, a mob of dirty skeletons, clutching rusty and broken weapons. As your companions get to their feet, you hear a strange cracking noise like stone splintering. You glance behind and see some of the paving stones drop away into a lake of glowing lava far beneath. Alright, so this is the Incinerator. Mission 1. I'm really excited for this. This seems like a really cool mission. I'm back into the missions by Joe McCullough. I recently acquired the compendium, as I mentioned earlier. But really excited to play through some of these missions, and excited to have this particular board done because it's a really common size for a lot of missions. In my board, the cliff here is detachable, so again, you got that piece for other things. That being said, we're going to get into Ranger Phase 1. Dundra going to move up his 7 and take a shot at this skeleton. Is +2 to the roll. I got a crit. That's the way to start the game. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Skeleton's gonna go away. Oh, doo-dah. Oh, yeah. Geez, skeletons have a health of 1. So, yeah, he's gonna go. Now, help me out here because I've looked through the rule book. And I can find, I'm not really sure about the keyword undead. I know there is my understanding is that this is just for when you have something that interacts with like turn undead or see undead or like, so if this is, my understanding is that this only matters if it's triggered by or mentioned by something else. If that's right or wrong, either way, help me out in the comments and let me know where to find it. Thank you. My other activations are movements, so I'm going to move Sigvald up a double move and move Cannoli up a double move. Then we'll do the creature phase. Now in this scenario, we would activate, if there were skeletons in combat, they would activate first, but we always activate from the left and across. So all of the ones that were fighting from the left over, then all of the ones that are not fighting from the left over. All of these are going to be moving towards Cannoli. Goodness gracious, I did not realize that skeletons had a movement of 6 in this game. Holy smokes, these fellas come quick. But that's cool because it means I'm going to have some shots with these guys where I'm not going to take a penalty for moving and then shooting. So the rest of the companion phase, we're going to start with Rasmussen, and he's chucking a fireball. Just off gate, we're going to throw a fireball. We're going to put it right here. Correction, I'm going to need to move because I need it's a 2-inch range on fireball, not a 3-inch range, and I always mess that up. I don't want to mess it up this time, and I want to be able to put it here so I can catch 2 of them. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to put that fireball right here where I can catch both of those. All right, fireball, get in there. That's a 14 plus 3 is 17, so 9 plus 2 is 11. That will absolutely just bomb out all 3 of these skeletons. Okay, that went well. Tobias gonna take a shot at this skeleton. Ooh, that's a miss. And then move 6. Samuel is gonna move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And take a shot at that skeleton. 7. Nope, that's a miss. Olaf is going to run forward double move, ending right there, bringing us to the end of turn 1. So we'll go to the event phase and hope this goes well. You draw a red 8. Okay. So this isn't too bad. On a red 8, we place a giant fly in a random corner, and we remove 2 inches of the board. So that's pretty good. 2 inches I can live with because that gives me ample time to keep moving up the board. So let me grab a D8 and let's randomize where to put a fly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is 3. So allow me to explain this. In this scenario, each event card has a number of inches attached to it. However, whatever that number is, that much of the floor falls away. If you're in a part of the floor that falls away, you die. The only way to survive is to climb this ledge, which requires a target number 12, and then you can go up. Now, my goal is to get somebody to the top, probably Dundrick because he has a good climbing score, and then drop a rope so that everybody else can just move up the wall. Bringing us to turn 2, Ranger phase. Dundrick will take a shot at this skeleton. Ooh, that is a miss. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to right here. Next, I'm going to have Samuel take a shot at the same skeleton. Ooh, that is a miss. Samuel then moves up. Now Tobias will move up and shoot at that same skeleton. Come on, Tobias, bring it home. My man. 17 plus 2. Yeah, that's going to hit and then kill. Proceed to monster phase, where this fellow is going to double move into Tobias and then not be able to swing. Fly will fly straight down 9 inches towards Dundrick, ending right there. Going into the rest of my companion phase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sigvald will move up and swing on that skeleton with currently packing +6. 10 plus 6 is still not enough to beat a 19. Ouch. Armor 12 on Sigvald, so that will deal +1, 8 damage down to 5. Next, I'm going to move Cannoli. He's here. So he's going to go to here, but I'm going to have to go. He's got a huge movement, so I'm just going to come around to there. And he is not going to swing. I'm going to move Olaf up and swing with +6 from support, in addition to his +3 to fight. So +9 to the roll. That's a 21. Yes, that is a jerk skeleton. Rasmussen needs to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he's going to cast Heal on seal targets and ally within 6 inches, and they regain up to 5 health. That is all of the companions, so we will go to the event. Getting a red 10. Alright, red 10, the whole chamber starts to fill with smoke. The next time each hero activates, it must either make a will roll, target number 14, or a survival roll, target number 12, or be reduced to a maximum of 1 action for that activation. Okay, and our number was 4, so we'll move the fire line up 4 inches. So we're going to try to activate Dundrick first. He's going to make the survival roll. He's got +3 to this roll because of skills. Because he's got skills. I don't need 2 dice here. Target number 12. Passes. So he's going to shoot at this giant fly. I need 2 dice. 14 +3 is a miss against a 19. I'm not going to fool with it. I'm just going to skirting around the fly, making sure I stay an inch away from him so that he can't force combat with me. Next, Samuel is going to try to take the shot. 17 against an 11 will most certainly hit. And let me see, giant fly has an armor of 6. Oh yeah, that'll definitely kill Samuel. Pins that fly to the wall, moves towards the clue marker. Olaf takes his 6-inch movement, gets up to the clue marker, and then will use his second action to investigate the clue marker. Chart, getting a 6, which is I stumble across a badly wounded Laurentian soldier. This soldier counts as one of my companions for the rest of the mission. Use the stats for a guardsman companion, except that he currently only has 1 health. Currently no monsters on the field, so the rest of my companion phase will be strictly movement. Right, so Rasmussen pushing to the left to investigate that clue marker next turn. Cannoli going with him for potential support. Sigvald pushing up the middle because he's just going to kind of hope to sit at the bottom and wait for the rope to drop. Tobias moving over to investigate this so that Samuel can push this way to potentially help with picking the lock at the top of the ledge. Bringing us to the turn 3 event phase. We're going to get a red 6. We place a skeleton in the corner of the right wall on the ledge, so he's going to come busting out of this Iron Maiden. And our fire line will move up 6. And looking back now, I do realize that I forgot to do the smoke effect for everybody except Dundrick. So we're going to say Dundrick plowed through it first, and now everybody else is moving into the smoke cloud. So I'm going to do it for everybody else this turn because that's an effect of the game that I want to play with. I just totally forgot. So Dundrick has already made it through and has a straight shot. So he's going to take that shot and then hopefully move towards it. All right, +3. I'm not going to use one of my magic arrows. +3, 13 plus is 6. 16 plus 1 is 11 for them, so that'll hit and moving 6, 7 because I want to be able to move up and plant a rope as close to the top of everything as possible. Will be a survival check for Tobias. He passes with a 13. Needed a Tobias will investigate the clue marker. 16. So Tobias finds a healing potion. I may pass that off to somebody in between walking through the door. But for now, he's got a healing potion and he's got room to carry. Even if he didn't have room to carry it, he would be able to at least until the end of the scenario. Or I could have used it right then as a free action. But as I don't really need it right now, I'm okay with that. Next, we'll do Sam going to make the survival check. He super passes. That time in the Shadow Deep has proved fortuitous. And he'll double move to get to the base. Tobias also would have moved to the ledge. We'll roll for our new friend. He'll make the will check. Super passes. This is another 20. Jeez, he's going to move 5. And he's going to try to make the climax. So, target number 12. Ooh, that is a fail. He sits there and his activation ends with the will test. 12 plus his modifier of 2 That's a pass at target number 4. I'm going to try to make the climb check. Passes with an 18, looking for a 12. That's 3 inches of movement left, so he'll be able to climb unhindered that 3 inches. It says climb it as normal, which would mean half movement, so he would be an inch, and he'd be like right under. We'll check for Sigvald. Fails, so he's only got 1 activation. Also, he failed his will check, so he wouldn't have been able to try to climb anyways. Oh, I'm bad at this today. So he's got 1 move, 1 activation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to right there. Roll for Rasmussen with plus. He has +3, but that's still a fail. So he will simply move to this side. And then we'll roll for Cannoli. Has no will or survival, so we're going to roll on the one that has the better target number, which is 12. So survival check. 14. Would have passed either one. Good boy. And he's just going to run to there. Currently no monsters on the field, obviously. So that'll bring us to the event phase of turn 4. We're going to get a red 4. Red 4 is place 1 giant rat in the exact center of the remaining floor. If there's no floor remaining, no giant rat is placed. But there is floor remaining. We're going to lose 4 inches. So I would assume we would lose the 4 inches and then place the rat. Rat will appear right there. And we will go to Ranger phase, where Dundrick is going to try to get up this ledge. Climbing of 3, so +3 to the roll. 18 + 3 is 21. He is up that wall. No problem. It being a 6-inch wall, it will take all of his movement to get up there. I'm going to activate Olaf, who's already passed his climb check. He's got 4 inches up left to go. He's got a 6-inch movement, so 4 inches. We need 8, so he'll have to double move to get the rest of the way to the top. And lastly, Rasmussen will investigate this clue token and then move away. On a 1, I find a treasure token and may pick it up as a free action. Move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to right there. We'll go to monster phase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Sigvald is the closest. So he will move. However, when he moves, this fellow will snap. And unfortunately, that is our wounded friend. So he's going to be swinging at +5. Rats +0. That is 19 to 11, which will and should kill that rat. Super smokes us to the rest of the companion phase, where we're going to keep trying to get up this wall. Samuel going to make his climb test.
Next up, Samuel going to try to get up the mountain, which he does. Going to use his double move to get up towards the top.
Okay, Samuel trying to get up the mountain. Or no, Tobias. Way makes it up the mountain. That's another 20. Man, my dice are hot today. Next, we'll see if Sigvald can climb. Oh, he cannot. His activation ends. We'll see if Cannoli can climb. He cannot. His activation ends. We'll see if our wounded friend can climb. He can climb. All right, so he'll double move to the top, 1 to 14. These friends currently at the bottom. So we will draw an event phase card and see what happens. We're going to get a red 9. Okay, so fire line has moved up 4 inches. Skeletal ogre is in play. Going to turn 6, ranger phase. Okay, so I know off gate Dundrick is going to try to pick this. Target number 14, I am plus something to this roll. I'm +2 to this roll. Oh, that is a... I'm going to use my once per game reroll for Hand of Fate, my heroic action. 7 is still not going to cut it. With my second action, I am going to drop. With my second action, I'm going to try to pick the lock again. Nope, still fine. Strike that. I would not have been able to pick the lock a second time. Had that wrong. So then we'll go to my two companions, who are going to be Rasmussen and Cannoli, who are going to move up to try to support this fight right here, because this thing absolutely terrifies me. Both of them are going to move up to here. Neither of them going to swing, because I want to keep support on the fight, and during the monster phase I want to force him to swing at the dog instead of Sigvald. So we'll go to monster phase, and we'll see what he has. +4. 7 plus 4 is 11. This is a 17 plus 3, or 17. So that'll be, that swing will be enough to take Cannoli out of the fray. To companion phase, and Sigvald will swing. Is +6 to the roll right now. 4 plus 6 is 10, so it does beat him, and it does not do any damage to him, but I can push him back. However, pushing him back does not push him far enough back to get Rasmussen out of the combat. So they're going to stay in combat. These friends up here, we're going to try to strength the door. Target number 8. No, he's going to try to pick the lock just because it's an easier roll. Oh, he does manage to pick the lock. Apparently, this soldier escaped. Obviously, he escaped, and I was able to find him because he was able to pick the lock. So that will open the door. He will move through. Olaf. What does Olaf do? Right, so Olaf is going to move down. He's going to move down to help. I think he has to. With a double move, he's down the wall about an inch above, about 2 inches above. Bring us to the, oh no, these guys can move. So they're just going to press in. And that'll bring us to the turn 6 event. We're going to get a red 5. So I got to make an acrobatics check for Rasmussen. He fails and will fall into the fire. I've also got to make one for him because his base is partially over the edge. He will also fail and fall into the fire. So I guess something good came from losing my friend right there. Bringing us to Ranger phase, turn 7, where Dundrick is going to drop a rope and then move through the door. Okay. Olaf will move up the rope and through the door. Sigvald will move to the rope, double move up and through the door, bringing us to monster phase, where this skeleton would move this way. Companion phase, these two friends will move through the door, and we are off the table and we are out of the fire drop. So, made it through, lost a friend, but killed a lot of stuff. And other than that unfortunate event at the last, that could have been an event with 2 inches right there to move the fire line, but it wasn't. So, I mean, it is what it is. He'll be missed, but he will also be replaced. So let's get into some post-game. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh no. He had the treasure token. Oh, that's unfortunate as well. So anyways, let's see what we get for XP wise and go from there. So we'll get 2 XP for each skeleton, giant rat, or giant fly killed. There were 9 of those types of things killed, so that'll be 18 plus 4 for the ogre skeleton that I'm going to count because I survived. It killed one of my friends. One of my friends fell in the fire fighting it, so I'm going to count it fighting it, falling in the fire as a kill for me. 48, 8 for every hero that exits, including the Laurentian. Now, obviously, can also I had 6 go through for 48, for a grand total of 70 XP. All right, so gets some people on up there in progression points, those that survived. Dundrick with that 70 will have enough to get a level and take himself to level 5, which will be some skill improvement. Using to give myself +2 to my swim because I know what's coming up later. +2 to my picklock and +1 to my climb. And that will finish us out for the first scenario of the Incinerator mission, Fire Drop. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. I hope you enjoyed hanging out while we rolled some dice today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and as always, may the dice be ever in your favor. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server. Talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.